What's up, fellow gaming warriors? Chief Rocky here. Another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival here on the Shattered Realm server. So today, we finally get everything we need. Factory-wise, set up, done, time delay, everything's ready to spawn in. So we're going to go ahead and power this sucker up and go to that spot that I have already marked, where we're going to put Outpost X-Ray. Got a little bit of a lag spike here. Alright, so again, you can barely see the water line, but you can see right there. I'm going to dip in there, which is good, right? Having this fog actually kind of helps us out more than anything else. So let's go ahead and see if we can spawn this in directly right there. Alright, whenever we tilt like that, I could never really get out. Let's come down here a little bit. Do we leave everything else on, right? Yeah, we'll be fine. We're not going to be that long. So I put plenty of fuel and everything else in here, so we should be good to go as soon as we get it spawned in. Be able to power it up. Alright, so this seems flat right here. Alright, here we go. Now where do I want the door to go? That's the big thing right now. I want to face north. See if I can get it to face north. Come on, buddy. There we go, face north. Now we're going to make sure that we raise you up a little bit. Not too high. Let's move it back a little bit. That should be good. And whatever else is underneath or exposed up top, we could fill in with concrete, which we're going to have to do here to levy it up. But it's not much of the base, so we should be fine. That's perfect. Alright. So we got the base in. Nice. Alright, so now we're going to have to power it up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get this over here. Power this up. We're going to have to make several trips and get some ammunition in this, but before I do that, we'll give you a little tour of the grand old Outpost X-Ray. So I've had this ship designed for a while, actually. It's, I want to say, about 2 years old. I just keep revamping it. The biggest change I made, obviously, is the aesthetics, right? The design, the, how could I say, the outer appearance. Okay, the functionality of it is still pretty good. It's not my best base, but it is definitely functional and definitely protects itself. A lot of different changes I made since the last time I brought this up. And XP whooped my ass. Mostly are these rocket turrets that I have right here. facing upwards to make sure that I get every angle is covered by this base. And now the fact that we have water all around it makes it difficult for any type of land vehicle to get to it. And the fog helps kind of conceal most of it, with the exception of the top tower. And then it being on a hill makes it very difficult for people to come up near it. So, perfect location. Really, really do like the location. Alright, so let's go ahead and land here. We'll start filling her up with air and power. So I designed this landing area back here to fit the Argentavis. And several fighters, actually. Are you gonna click in? Oh, that's because the base ran out of power. Alright, let's turn flying lights off. Let's turn those lights off. Those lights are already off. Okay. I believe I put some in here. Yes, I did. Let's get that out. And more. Okay, there we go. Alright. So the biggest problem I'm going to have, obviously, is that I have solar power on this. But the amount of sunlight this thing gets is so minimum. I don't even think it's even going to be worth it. There we go. We're going to need to put a lot more power in there. But anyways, so I'll wait for that. This right here is the landing deck. Right, specifically made large enough to fit an Argentavis in there. Right, but it could fit a eviscerator, and it could fit at least 3 to 4 interceptors. Alright, let's continue on the outside, actually. So this is a walkway for defense. You got infantry approaching, right? You come out here, pew 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 all day long. The O+S flag, and obviously this is your gun deck, right? Again, I picked the most powerful turrets that we can for base. Right, here is your courtyard area, and this opens up to the courtyard area. Again, if somebody's has broken into your base, you can still fight them off over here, and that one is the same way around as well. This base is designed specifically not to be perfectly symmetrical. Okay, it is asymmetrical, meaning that the sides are actually different length. Okay, so that means there's a little less space over here. And then these little turret towers on the ends are not the same way or design over there, right? So that discourages people from having the same type of mentality on both sides. They're going to have to come in at a different angle depending on what they're bringing. And then you can fly up here too, and this is also a little deck to shoot off of as well. Okay, so let's go in the base. Alright, so you have your catwalk right here over top of the hangar bay. You have the hangar bay, which is pretty spacious. It was originally designed to hold 4 relics. It could hold several of those heavy miners, and it could hold several different types of little devils. And it has a repair bay right here. Come out here. And boom, these lights turn on when the door opens, turn off when they close. All right, and you can park tanks here or whatever type of vehicles you have ready to take out. And here's a repair pad. Same with this one. The light turns on when it opens and turns off when it shuts. All right. Again, like I said, these are actually different. They don't look that much different, but they actually are. Alright, so I know I'm showing all the bad guys the goodies because they're going to come and attack because they know where to attack from, huh? Alright, so here is the O2 storage, solar storage and generator room. Alright, so here's your solar capacitor. Here's a ATM machine, O2 and fuel. And then you have a T1 generator right here. Well, actually, a large generator. And then more fuel and more... Oh. Let's turn the O2 on. There you go. Lag spike. Alright, everything's ventilated. This is medical right here. More O2. You got an O2 station, armor locker, armor repair, medical. You got your cloning, shower, and toilet. Emergency generator room, more fuel, and a small generator. Redundancies. I like redundancies. Alright, and then here's your food, ammo storage, and constructor storage. This right here actually turns on and off the outer lights, the ambient lights. Alright, so here is some storage. A large constructor, I believe. This might be an advanced. It is definitely an advanced. And this is a power consumption switch for the constructor to keep it off if you're not using it. You hit it, see it comes on, you hit it, see it turns off. That way if you're not using it, it doesn't consume power. Food processor, you got 4 glow prots on each side. And then in here is your ammo storage and regular storage and offline protection. So 2 different storage containers right here, and then a crap ton of ammo. Now we'll go up here real quick. Alright, that's back out to the actual landing deck. Come up this way. Alright, so these again are your gun decks. So you have your second gun deck and your third gun deck up there. There's those ambient lights I was talking about. You could actually turn those off to consume more power if you're really worried about it, if you're low on power. So you got these guns here, those guns up there. And again, you can reach all of these platforms except for this one above the hangar, above the courtyard door. See, look at that fog, man. You can barely even see our ships over there. Alright. Then up one more. Alright, and this is the third gun deck. You cannot go to the top gun deck. It is literally just a artillery cannon. This gun deck is a little bit more spacious for you, and you could get a really good view of everything at a distance. So it's a good viewpoint. See, drones are already on their way, so I'm gonna have to move my ships over to protect it, because this is gonna be kind of fun. All right, guys. So this is a little tiny peek at our first base in the world of PvP in Shattered Realm. Not sure if this is going to be our home planet or not. Okay. But this is definitely going to be a stronghold for us. We're definitely going to have a presence on this planet. So this base is going to stay. If you feel like you might want to take it from me, this is an invitation to you. I'm looking to have a battle. Bring it, PvPers. What's up, fellow gaming warriors? Chief Rocky here with another episode of Empyrion Galactic Survival on the Shadow Realm server. And I'm mortified to tell you, we have been viciously attacked. I'm kind of stuck here right now because Braindrop's not online, but you can see where, yeah, HNZ had taken over the tank barrier. There's another tank barrier on the other side that they've taken over, and they just demolished the air towers. You guys had not seen me put them on. That was Braindrop that put them on, mostly because I was on vacation. You guys wouldn't have known I was on vacation because I was uploading videos at scheduled times on YouTube. But yes, I was actually on vacation, and Braindrop was holding it down for about 2 weeks. So he was undermanned, outnumbered, and overwhelmed. So and there's some other things that happen with this. There's not a game bug, but basically the way the rules are on the server, which allowed for one of these, the outside defenses, not to have offline protection. Well, the problem with that is when you core one of those, it actually takes all the cores in the area out. So these guys are able to take everything we had, even though we hadn't been online for 4 hours. So it was a total attack in the middle of the day when me and Braindrop are working, and we just logged into everything gone. Luckily enough, we have another place, which I don't disclose on YouTube just for that reason. And we have enough resources to get another ship in, which we actually have 3 ships in now. And we're actually scouting around, looking for HNZ, and there's a few others on the mercenary, or marauders. Yeah, we're looking for Elite League. We're looking for HNZ. And where is he at? Oh, right here. GSA. Yeah, so when we find him, you'll see. Anyhow, I gotta try to survive here. I gotta get enough resources to make a mobile, what do you call it? Constructor. Sorry guys, I just woke up from a long flight, so if I sound tired and kind of out of it, that's because I am. So anyways, I gotta try to find a way to get enough resources to get a small constructor so I can get myself off this planet. Alright, we'll be back with whatever we find. Alright, Gaming Warriors, so I've already alluded to this in 2 separate videos. Span just put out a video. If you're a member of SR, you already know. I can show you that right here by literally showing you how many people are online. Okay, SR is gone. Okay, it's gone. So I'm coming in to delete my stuff. Actually, Lizard of Fire and S Bourbon are actually officially part of Obsidian Syndicate, but they're finishing out what they want to do on SR, and then when Alpha 10 hits, they're coming to us for training. But anyhow, negate the fact. There was many different videos I had lined up, but I'm cutting it short. So you already see me build the base, then you saw our base get attacked, which I didn't allude to it, but the rules of the server allowed for our base to have its OLP popped while we were offline. We didn't have any alliances. We weren't online. It was just the way the rules were set up. Basically, if you take control of a base, a secondary base, that is not supposed to have a OLP on it, or offline protection, and it's within the vicinity of the base, your main base, that does have OLP on it, which, by the way, if it has OLP, it cannot have its guns on. Well, it pops the offline protection of everything within that radius, and then everything got taken, which isn't a big deal because we had other resources spread throughout the galaxy. In fact, I'm at one of them. There's 3 other places on the server which I'm going to go to and delete my stuff. So none of our designs get in the hands of the enemy. Obviously, one of the wraiths, 2 of our wraiths and our vulture did get in the enemy's hands. They were damaged. They did ask us for the code to repair it, and we said no, of course. So they have damaged technology that they have limited idea of what we were doing. I mean, they get the general concept, but they don't have the entire thing. So they have to piecemeal the rest together. And judging by one of the fights, they didn't get it. So anyhow, it is what it is. So SR, it was fun. We had a lot of fun. Several wipes, a lot of problems, a lot of bugs, but I mean, it wasn't anybody's fault. Alpha 9 was just a mess anyways. So hopefully Alpha 10 is a little better. Experimental's out. It came out earlier this week. I plan on deleting my stuff and then going over to the files and getting into experimental and be doing some recordings, some testings, and let you guys know my opinions on Alpha 10, especially Elion. I have a lot of concerns in regards to the PvP sense of the house, right? It's not a secret, right? About 85% of Empyrion players are PvE. So for them to make their money, it is a safe bet to do what? Content and changes specifically for PvE, including multiplayer. So it's time for the PvP players to step up and show a voice. Okay, we have to show a voice. Like the bases, right? Like 250 meters for weapon range. Come on, man. HV shoots at like 1,000 with its artillery. This is ridiculous. Okay, it's ridiculous. An SV outshoots bases. Well, what do? Now they're adding shields. So we have to test this theory, right? But in the same token, HVs have no defense against SVs at all. Nothing. Because their rockets suck. So this is all going to be thoroughly video recorded and tested so that we could show the evidence of what we're saying and make a lot more, help Elion make a balanced gameplay for everybody. Anyhow, I'm not showing on the map because I want to be able to get my stuff out, but I'm actually in the pilot house of the Spectre, the FH6 Spectre, and I'm going to be flying her around and deleting everything on the server. So I want to get that done with relative peace and quiet. But that's it, guys. That's all. I'm ending this season 5 on the Shadow Realm server. It was a great experience. A lot of the good outweighed the bad, regardless of how I felt about it. The good outweighed the bad. An experience is always an experience, good, bad, or indifferent. It's something to learn from. So a lot of this experience I will be taking with me. Alright, Gaming Warriors, that's all I got. Stand by for more. I'll be bringing you some more content. Alright, PvP related, more specifically. Alright guys, that's all I got. Chief Rocky out.